How are our defences?
What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And, you should know that swinging that blade yourself took stones. It was a man's way of justice.
Thanks. Okay. I'm not going to give the bracer outright to any of them because I meant to do it at the small council meeting. So I'll have a talk to Duncan and then I'll go up that tower, see what's there. Maybe my mother, since I had to speak to her as well.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
Hint, hint. Ask him about sentinels.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Would you want to be the sentinel?
More than you can imagine, my lord. With all due respect for Sir Royland, there's no one better suited to the role than me.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
It's not really advice. It's just like, yeah, pick me. Gosh, I'm not sure. If we're up against Ramsay Bolton, it may have to be Sir Rayland. I forget his name every time.
Are you holding a sword or a turkey leg?
Let's have a quick talk with the Maester because I'm actually really undecided now. I'm kind of leaning towards Sir
Maester?
Rayland.
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people.
No, I want to go in the
Are
tower.
you prepared to name your sentinel?
Not yet. Oh, what's your perspective? I think he's already told me he thinks Sir Rayland's the one.
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
Ransom or a robbery? You may pay him now, but what's to stop him from coming back again?
Yeah.
Lord Ethan, the dangers of today outweigh the fears of tomorrow.
Yeah, but you got a plan for the long term at the same time. Let's have a quick look in the tower, and then I'm going to make like a snap decision. Except I'm not, because it's really important to me. My sentinel's got to be the best. Oh, this is just so we can look out at them, I think. Right, this is fine. So I must be speaking to my mother afterwards. Bachelor number 1. Bachelor number 2. Or the Maester. Where is he actually?
Slash and parry! Slash and parry! Again!
It'd be cool if you could have a look at Duncan. But you can't see him. Oh, he's down there. Is this like a sign that I should pick Sir Raymond? Everyone wants Raymond? What should I do, guys? Right, let's just call the council.
You're all worthless and weak.
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
You do that. Who will it be? I feel like the game is giving you like a false, start, a false lead towards Duncan, but actually Sir Raymond's the one that will be most used when handling Ramsay.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my Sentinel, I must tell you,
You're both worthy.
Duncan, Royland,
Royland, that's his name.
this house
Okay.
needs you both.
But you can only choose
Yeah, I
one,
know,
my
let me
lord.
make my
Let him be on
speech.
with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine Sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Oh man, I don't know. He is so gentle and wise, and he's really pushy and authoritative. Ah, this is like Sophie's choice. I'm really leaning towards Sir Royland. I hope it's not the wrong choice, but we need a strong advisor if we're going to deal with Ramsay. I'm sorry, Duncan. If it was different situations, I would have picked you, but...
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my Sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
No.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel.
Oh, I regret my
I knew
decision.
this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not? Lord Ethan should hear from all of us.
Let Duncan speak. I'd like to hear what he has to say. Duncan?
I'm sorry, Lord Ethan. You have chosen your sentinel. You should hear from him first.
I done goofed.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Oh, man.
Gentlemen, please.
I don't like my Sentinel. I want to go back and
Thank the
change
gods
it.
Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
It's Ramsay.
The wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only
Yeah.
currency we have to
Yeah.
bargain with.
Enough!
Ramsay isn't like a generous guy. We will bargain? It's gotta be a bargain, right?
Maester Ortengrin has swayed me. We will offer the
No.
Boltons a share
Oh,
of the ironwood, and we will promise our people to harvest it, thus securing their safety.
Oh, okay.
A sentinel, I must warn you. Do this, and you invite ruin upon this house.
Ooh.
If we don't, there may be no House Forester at all.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
That must be hard for all these, like, grown adults.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
We could offer him the ironwood in the courtyard.
My lord, making this kind of offer outright may simply embolden Ramsay. There could be trouble, and all the house will be there to see it.
Yeah.
Meet him in the hall.
Yeah.
It will be more private, and he will not have an audience to play
We are
against you.
definitely meeting in the hall.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen
I'm
to
so
this.
sorry, Tuttle.
Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down. At once.
Yeah. You remember his lord.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall.
And we will offer the Ironwood, providing a safe future for this house.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
That makes me feel better.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Okay, maybe Sir Raymond wasn't a bad choice. Because, like, his strength tempers my kind of
My lord,
moralness.
you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Yeah, bring him home.
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
But won't he be Lord if he returns? Do you want him to take my place?
Of course not. He has no
Oh,
interest
okay.
in such things. And that's not what I want either. Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's
Oh my
teeth.
god.
Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm
It's
smarter
something we
than
could
that.
use.
I'm not like that. But I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you.
Okay. I want to meet Asher. Let's bring Asher back from exile. Why did he get exiled in the first place, though? Is what I'm curious about.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Yeah, sure.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
I thought she'd done all she could in King's Landing. Poor little Ethan, I feel so bad for the guy. He's just trying his best. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure and give it a like. Click anywhere on the screen here to watch the next installment. And be sure and subscribe so you don't miss out on upcoming content. Bye, guys.